So I got an email the other day asking me this very good question. It says, when you're doing push-ups and you progress it by putting your feet up on an elevated surface, you transfer more of your weight to your hands, so it makes it harder, right? But eventually you go higher and higher and higher. Doesn't it turn it into more of a shoulder press? And the answer for that is absolutely, which is one of the many reasons why I really don't do many incline push-ups for a progressive strategy when it comes to progressing my push chain. Now, whenever I hear people talk about incline push-ups, I'm always reminded by this guy. I always mention him. I wish I had pictures. Mark. Mark was a guy I knew way back in the early 2000s who, from the waist up, had a body of like a professional bodybuilder. And all he ever did was pull-ups, dips, and push-ups. And he always did push-ups on an incline, but it was never much of an incline. He would just take like an aerobic step about that high, and that was the extent of his elevation sort of thing. And he always went real narrow, and he always sagged like crazy when he was doing it, which was a habit that I picked up from him. Not the best habit, but I always asked him, like, you're barely having any incline or elevation with your feet. Does it do anything? He's like, no, man, I don't want it too much in my shoulders. I want to still work the chest. And this kind of echoed similar advice that I had from a powerlifting friend of mine who used to do incline bench press. And for him, he was like, you don't want any more than like maybe 15 to 20 degrees of incline. And that's one of the first reasons why I don't do a whole lot of incline stuff, because you get to a steeper incline to progress the exercise, but you quickly run out of the ability to progress that general horizontal chest style pressing motion. So even though you can progress more weight on your hands, you run out of the progressive runway for that actual motion. So my preferred method of push-up progression is not to just tilt the body to put more weight on the hands, but to put more weight on the hands individually through lateral weight loading. So get people comfortable with very close, narrow push-ups. Of course, I'm on an incline here, just to demonstrate here in the video. Hard to shoot things from the floor. But then once they're comfortable with that, moving to more of an archer style, where there's more weight placed on one hand and less on the assistance arm, either medicine ball, rings, straps, archer push-ups on the straps. You're still doing the same fundamental thing of adding more weight to the working arm, only now you're able to maintain that same style of movement pattern. And of course, let us not forget the value of good old-fashioned dips. I mean, yeah, you're pressing with a different angle, but the dip has a lot more activation in the chest compared to the shoulders, as opposed to kind of going more inverted. So now you've got your whole body weight, not just part of your body weight, working against your arms, and it's super easy to load up with just a simple dip belt and even a modest amount of weight. So the incline push-up, perfectly fine, legitimate exercise. And yeah, I know a lot of people are like, but the upper chest, you should be working the upper chest and the inner chest and the bottom chest and everything about the chest with all of your basic chest exercises. Don't fragment the muscle up a little bit. It should be engaged very much, and you don't need a specific exercise to target that. For more information on that point, check out this video here. Also, don't forget to check out my push-up micro workouts that are available for you as well, for quick push-up workouts that get more done in less time. Thoughts and questions down below. Thank you very much for watching. Be fit and live free.